welcome to Be in the Garden. My name is Tossie. I trust you're well. I certainly am. I want to say thank you so much for being with me here in my vegetable garden, where today I'm harvesting some of my homegrown organic tomatoes, and I'll be making a really basic, simple, easy salad that we often enjoy. The forecast for today, there's rain, so I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay out here in the garden, but if the rain becomes a little too much, I will dart inside where I will be bringing you this salad. Do you remember late fall, late autumn of last year, through the winter and also in the early months of this year, where we replaced all the old wooden raised beds with these new metal containers? It was a huge project. It took us a lot of time and a lot of effort. But I can say I'm so glad we took the initiative to do that, because now with these metal raised beds, which we had to fill with our own homegrown compost, having done all that work, look, the harvest, we are able to reap that which we have sown. So it's been a huge project, but it's been so worth it. Hey, okay, let's get some of this produce home. Look at that. From the garden to the kitchen in, on your marks, get set, go. Not long, only a few moments. Checking to see how the apples are doing on the way home. Quickly, 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 let's get these tomatoes into the kitchen and make that delicious salad. I was also able to harvest the last of our blueberries and some Swiss chard. Organically grown tomatoes from our garden. This tomato is from a friend's garden. Often when you see tomatoes and they are bobbly and not so uniform, it's often an indication that they're organic tomatoes, but by no means always proof that they are organic. But shops tend to sell tomatoes that just look aesthetically pleasing and forego tomatoes that are organic, perhaps misshaped, but very tasty. So I'll be using this as part of the salad as well, but saving some seeds. We're also fortunate to get some black tomatoes. Again, I'll be harvesting some of the seeds and putting the tomatoes in the salad. Purple black. I'm not sure the name of this variety, but here it goes. When harvesting seeds, it's always a good idea to take actually your best produce and save the seeds from the best produce, because then that way you're more likely to get a greater result. Oh, look at that. It's lovely. It's like a flower. It's real pretty. And there are some seeds there. I'm going to harvest some of those. Oh, it's lovely. Perhaps I should use a... I'm making a right mess here, aren't I? Let me... Right. Tomatoes. These will be my tomatoes. I'll put down here home. And these will be the black tomatoes. Do this jar. We've got the black tomatoes. And that's this one here. And then we've got some home tomatoes, which I've already saved previously, but you can never have too many seeds because the cost of seeds these days. Let's see if I can do that without too much drama. And I'm going to leave them at the side 3, 4, maybe 5 days. What will happen is the covering of the tomatoes will almost melt away from the tomato seed itself. The seeds will sink to the bottom, and the covering of the tomato will float to the top, and then I will drain them off and save the seeds. I'll be sure to bring you back to show you the update on that process. In the meantime, I'm going to carry on chopping my tomatoes into the bowl with some red onions and prepare a salad. Okay, so I'm just going to get chopping. I'm going to keep the ones I scooped the seeds out from, the black cherry tomatoes. There are not many seeds in here, but the flesh perfectly edible, so that'll just be chopped up and added to the salad. It's a simple tomato salad. You can add herbs and spices if you would like. Basil would be lovely. A pinch of turmeric, whatever you would like to add. People often wonder what to add in food. Add the seasonings you like. That's the best answer. Add the seasonings you like. The smell of these fresh tomatoes, which are just a few minutes old, harvested from our garden, are incredible. They remind me of when I was a young girl and our mother used to cook for us, and she would present us with quarter slices of tomatoes at the edge of our plate. I remember the smell of those tomatoes all these years later. Tomatoes always used to have a distinctive, beautiful, inviting smell, and the flavour matched that as well. Unfortunately, nowadays in the supermarkets, I just don't have that same connection with tomatoes that I did many, many years ago. I promise you, it'll be worth it trying to grow your own tomatoes. Give it a go. Today, there are just so many different varieties of tomatoes to choose from, whether it's based on the colour or their size, maybe their shape, the textures, the flavours. Are the tomatoes as a decorative piece at the edge of a plate? Or are they the main meal itself in a stew or a casserole? Are they large tomatoes to be stuffed with aubergines and rice and quinoa? Or are they sliced to be eaten with cheese? Are they to be grilled? Are they to be fried? So many options out there. I encourage you, if you can, to try and grow some of your own tomatoes. You can see from this one that I'm making here, it's a real simple salad. Tomatoes, onions. I added in some olives, and then we ate it with a beautifully ripe avocado and then some hummus. What's your favourite tomato and how do you like it prepared? Please leave some comments of some recipes maybe. Very finely chopped up onions. Turkish grocery stores. I don't tend to buy the ones that are in the jars in the supermarkets. We do tend to prefer the ones from the Turkish stores, with the delicatessens. And really I often just use my nails to depict them, and then they can be just chopped up. So that's what I do really, just use my nails, my fingers, and de-seed some olives. You wouldn't want to bite into one of these stones. You might need a trip to the dentist after that if you did. These are lovely. They've been soaked in olive oil. So I'm going to de-seed these olives and then just chop them and add them to the salad. It's really a tomato salad. That's the main ingredient here. I'm really here 'cause it's raining. It's sort of beginning to stop, to be honest, so there's no excuse. I should be able to get back into the garden soon. But this is what I was going to make anyway. And I thought, you know what, for a change, I'll show you what I get up to at home. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see more of food preps, and then I may consider, it's not a definite yes, but I'd have to see you in the comments, putting in a request for that, and then I'll be able to show you some of the other meals we prepare. There we go. Olives de-seeded. Now to chop those up and add them into the salad. The seeds, of course, go into the compost. Seeds into the compost. And add those chopped a drizzle of olive oil. It won't need any salt because of the olives. I'm sort of holding the camera up, mixing with my left hand. You could put some chopped up garlic in here, but I can assure you this is delicious. Let's just chop this up. Let's pray that it's a lovely one, because you know the score. Sometimes you get into an avocado and you just think, wow, what happened there? I'll just slice about a quarter off. Oh my gosh, that's perfection. Oh my goodness, that is perfection. Skin can just easily be peeled, and what we have left is an avocado. Just going to add that into the avocado. This is the sweet chili one. And that there is a whole meal. Healthy. Just sprinkling on some sesame seeds. Voila. Voila. That's what I do, just a little drizzle of oil, use my finger around the flesh, pop it in the fridge, and it will not turn brown. So that's just a little tip if that helps. And beautiful, just so soft, and that can be just chopped up and added to the salad as well. But for me at this moment, I'm going to have the salad without the sweet potato, but that's a beautiful sweet potato. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. A little different to what I normally put out, but if you liked it, please do. A thumbs up would be so appreciated.